Mrs. McHenrick. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2020. I miss you. Miss you so much. I want to give a shout out today to Mrs. Schott's kindergarten class. I hope that you are staying healthy, you are making great choices, you are having time to play and be creative, and maybe you're taking the time to practice some reading, some math, some writing. I hope those things are happening. So I just miss you so much, and I hope that you are watching, you're following along, and that you just have a great day. So I am going to do our drawing prompt for today, and I'm going to tell you guys, I spent a lot of time over the weekend trying to decide how I was going to squeeze that roller coaster drawing in. And what ended up happening is that I just decided I wasn't going to do it. I'll tell you what my roller coaster, or I didn't call it a roller coaster in prompt, maybe the ride at Darien Lake would be if I did design one. But I just figured I made another video for you about Google Classroom with a cool marker printing technique. And then I'm doing today's video too, and I just thought it was just too many videos to hit you with all in a row. So make a roller coaster or theme park ride for Darien Lake. Here's my idea. Are you ready? Darien Lake, are you listening? Are you watching? Because this is it. This is the thing. I would like to take the lazy river, my favorite thing, and combine it with basically like SeaWorld, okay? Bear with me. Imagine if, or Discovery Cove, that would be really cool too. Basically like a lazy river where you're swimming with dolphins, or floating near dolphins, or manatees. I guess you could probably do that if you're in Florida, but we are not, as you well know. So in a dreamland, I think that would be really cool. And you could just make friends with them, and then they would take you in, and then they would teach you all of their tricks. And this would go really well with my superpower of talking to animals. So there we go. Okay, let's dig into the mailbag, because I received some very cool superheroes. And I also want to give a little shout out, because I know that it is not just Pembroke students who are watching these videos. I have a lot of friends, large and small, around the globe who are watching and following along, and I just want to give a shout out, even if you're not a Pembroke student, but you're watching, maybe you're making artwork, maybe you're sending me photos. Thank you. I'm so happy to hear and see you. Finnegan, Crosby, Christian, Trevor, Capri, Dominic, all of my friends out there, I love you guys. So thanks for following along. Send me photos, because I just love it. I just love it. All right, so here's our mailbag from our Pembroke friends. Here we go. All right, my friends, so we are working on this week. I thought, in addition to doing the drawing prompts, because that was something that I came up with to kind of keep the creative juices flowing while we're away, I also wanted to teach you some things and give you some ideas for fun activities or add-ons you can do that might go with the drawing prompts, but might actually be something different. If you saw the video that I already posted about Google Classroom and the snail picture with the marker printing, then you know that I'm talking about how we might be able to add color in creative ways to our art. And these are all things that you can do no matter your age, because these can be changed and differentiated for you. You can make this a more challenging project. You can make these simpler projects. That's on you. That's up to you to do, you to decide. So today's drawing prompt is draw yourself but 20 years older. What will you look like? What job do you think you have? Where will you live? I will be golfing. It's somewhere warm. So that's my retirement plan. Somewhere warm golfing, making art. So the drawing that I'm going to do for you in a little bit will reflect those two interests. And I think I may have forgotten to give myself a lot of wrinkles, but I'm gonna let you just use your imagination. And that's probably hard because I have excellent skincare and I eat my vegetables. Okay, so to add some color to your self-portrait of yourself 20 years from now, we're going to just do a fun little exercise. And there's a little thing here before we get to the drawing. And my kindergarten, first, second, and third graders, you know about the things that we know. So here we go. You ready? Do it with me. The elements of art, this is really weird without you here, are the 7 things we look for when we look at a work of art with our artist's eye. A work of art can also be called a masterpiece. This is where all the kids yell the word masterpiece with me. It sounds way better than me just doing it by myself. The first element of art is line. The second one is shape. The third one is color, baby, color. The fourth one is value. The fifth one is form. The sixth one is texture. And the 7th one is space. Now, before you go thinking that I'm some crazy original art teacher, I did borrow those elements of art and that call and response idea from an amazing art teacher named Cassie Stevens. And she is actually doing full weeks of art lessons around a theme. She just did a robot week and she's about to do a crazy scientist week. So if you have any interest in fun crazy scientist art projects and you like all of those fun things that we were just doing, definitely check her out. We are going today to focus on texture. And you know that texture is when an artist either uses actual texture from actual materials or implied texture, which is using techniques to show different types of texture without actually using those actual materials to create different textures in their artwork. This can be done both 2-dimensional, 2D, and 3-dimensional 3D artwork. These are all different ways that artists can bring balance and variety into their artwork. We are going to be doing a texture hunt. And I created this texture hunt sheet for you. I have uploaded it to our Google Classroom, so if you have a printer at home and can print this out, great. If you don't have a printer at home, I'm gonna tell you, don't you worry your pretty little self, because this is super easy to make. It's just a 9-grid block, and each block I put in a different texture. And actually, I'm lying a little bit. I have 2 free spaces. So I wrote bumpy, soft, free space, woven, texture hunt, geometric, free space, circular, and hard. What you're going to do with this is you're basically going to take this on a scavenger hunt around your home. And you can use either colored pencils or crayons I use colored pencils because I don't have crayons here. And you're going to do a rubbing. What I mean by a rubbing is that you're going to walk around and you're going to find different textures. You will lay your paper on those textures, and then you will use the flatter side, the long side of either your crayon or colored pencil to rub against those textures and create the impression on this sheet. I'm going to do it and you're going to see me do it, and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So follow me around my house as I go on my own little texture scavenger hunt. All right, folks, so we have done our texture hunt, and you saw me use some exciting things for all of my textures. This is something just fun for you to do if you want to do this, and also I thought this would be helpful if you want to add a little bit more artistic ways to add color to your artwork. Remember, we're kind of focusing on that this week. So we're gonna jump in now and do our 20 years from now drawing. Mrs. McHenrick is just going to try and be okay with how this looks. It might not look the way I want it to, and I'm going to be all right with that. It's okay, it's not like I only have 125 subscribers, it's fine. All right, what would I look like in 20 years? I think I would look a lot like I do today with just maybe some more wrinkles. What will I be doing? I'm hopefully going to still be an art teacher. And also I would think, actually, well, I might be pretty close to retirement by then, guys. Not gonna lie, I might be pretty close. So maybe Mrs. McHenrick's going to be making artwork and also golfing. So why don't we work on that? Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna start with a chin. I've already told you I'm kind of not so great at the cartoony stuff. I have a lot of students who are so good at this, and it's not really something that I've had a lot of practice with, but I know that a lot of kids really like this, so we're kind of going with that. I will probably still have long hair, though it will most likely have all turned to gray by then. Right now it's just partially gray. And I will definitely still have ears, unless I have a Vincent van Gogh moment, but I don't see that being a problem. I don't think those are even, that's okay. All right, let's maybe hair going this way too, like a little curl down here. I always stick my hair behind my ears. Let's see, what else? I will also probably, oops, it's okay. Why don't we just put some lines in here and then that'll hide any of these wonky pieces. Wonky central, okay. I'll probably still have a bun, I'm not gonna lie, it's my favorite hairstyle. You all know that. An old gray bun. There it is. Really cool. All right. How about, I'll probably still have a nose. So we'll go for a kind of an easy out on the nose. Easy out on the nose. That's fine. That's supposed to be a nostril, not a nose earring, not a nose ring. But if I'm retired, who knows? All right. Probably still have eyes. I'm channeling some of my intermediate school students right now who love to draw these big eyes like this. I spent a lot of time looking earlier today at sort of the cartoon style of eyes, so we'll just go with that. And this one is, I'm not going to be able to do it exactly the same. Jacob, remember we talked about this last week? It's how frustrating it can be when you have one that looks pretty good and then you have to do the same thing on the other side and it's not quite the same. That's okay. I'm trying to give myself some grace. That's what I keep telling myself. Give myself some grace. And like I keep talking to you guys about, you get better with practice, right? Better with practice. The more time you spend doing something, the better you get at it. And to be completely honest, I haven't had a lot of practice recently with drawing faces. Oh, I can hear Mr. McKendrick coming up the stairs right now, eating a bowl of cereal. Great. He's gonna come in here and start chewing. Ooh, this is scary. Scary mouth. Okay. Well, this looks nothing like me, so that's okay. And I will definitely still have big earrings. Maybe, hopefully Mrs. Landis will still be selling earrings this time. And here's what we will do. We will put on a collared shirt because if I am retired, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to be golfing. I'll be golfing and I will also be making artwork. Probably practicing drawing faces is probably what's going to happen. So here's my golf outfit. And let's see, why don't I put like a paintbrush in my hair just so that it's clear to everyone that I will probably still be making some art. And that's not too shabby. It's not too shabby of a paintbrush. So yeah, what is it? How's that? That turned out okay. That's not too bad. It looks nothing like me. I could see, I'm not too upset about this hair. I would like this hair. 20 years from now, I'll take the hair. Perfect. It's gonna be great. I guess here, how about I'm gonna carry my clubs so that I stay healthy. let's see. Here's my pitching wedge. Let's see. Here's my driver. Gonna be really cool ones. And just have my putter hanging out back here. Something of this nature. There. All right. Semi-retired art teacher, Mrs. McKennick. There she is. Hopefully somewhere warm. It's gonna be great. All right, so with my texture, what I could do and what you could definitely do to continue this project and add some color if you wanted to, you could make different areas your different textures. So for example, I could color in the eyes. I could take this and whatever color pencil I wanted to use over to my window screen, and I could do the rubbing again, probably with brown, since I don't anticipate my eyes changing color between now and 20 years from now. And I could add some texture that way. Same with all the other parts. That would be something, an additional fun extension of this. And if you wanted to do different textures than the ones that you used before, that is something super fun too. So if you have these, if you finish these, or you do any other artwork where you are using texture rubbings, or if you just want to send a picture of your texture hunt sheet to me, remember, you can, if you have a printer at home, you can print the one that I'm attaching in Google Classroom, or you can just create your own. I just did 9 squares. I wrote texture hunt in the middle, and you know some of those textures that we've used before, or you can put different ones in there too. All right, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.